Now, when we think of cocktails, savory doesn't necessarily come to mind beyond those classics like maybe the dirty martini, maybe a spicy Caesar, but savory sippers are now having a moment as bartenders reimagine umami-driven drinks.
And our next guest is putting savory twists on holiday cocktails for the festive season. So please welcome back to the show drink expert Evelyn Chick. Nice to see you.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay, what are you seeing in the trends out there with this?
As somebody who chases drink trends all the time, because I have to do it for my work, 2026 is all about the umami savory cocktails. Okay. You know, we've gotten the sort of luscious, like espresso martini route, and then now everyone's trying to get some, you know, little salty, savory, herbal elements to it, perhaps for health, but perhaps for a deeper palate exploration, if you will.
Well, let's talk about the drink that you've made for me. It's a twist on a classic, the Grand Smash. So tell us about the classic and also the savory twist you've put on.
Okay, so the Grand Smash is made with Grand Marnier Cordon Rouge. Everyone has that bottle in their liquor cabinet. You're like, what do I do with it? The Grand Smash is typically like a little bit of spirit, Grand Marnier, a little bit of citrus, mint and soda. But I did an umami take to it. Okay, they liked it.
I'm up now. Yeah, that wakes you up.
Okay.
That wakes you up.
I need a chair to stand on. Go ahead.
I did a little bit of a twist to it, an umami twist. So I added some miso paste, which is soy, and a little bit of sage syrup. So like sage, you always have that laying around the holiday. Just those two elements really kind of like brings up that beautiful orange flavor to it. And with the addition of a 40 Creek Niagara Triple Reserve whiskey, a little bit of rye spice, and it's finished in wine casks. So grape on grape and a little bit of that savory element.
Does the miso bring out the other flavors?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, talk to us about the Grand Marnier and the whiskey that you selected for this drink.
Yeah, so Grand Marnier, if those of you don't know, is actually a cognac liqueur. So there's a lot of like really kind of like beautiful baking spices, like nice like vanilla orange depth to it. And the 40 Creek Triple Reserve has like that wine cask at the end with a bourbon cask. So it's got some like really warm like winter baking spice notes. And with the combination of sage and miso, it feels like, honestly, Christmas in a glass, no?
Yeah.
You said you use sage syrup?
Yes.
In this, can you tell us a little bit about that and when and where we use that?
It's actually very easy to make. We just simmer like a couple pieces of sage with water and then add a 2-to-1 sugar to water ratio. And you can add it to your whiskey sours, like pump up the baking spices.
Okay, never know.
Yeah, a little savory.
Okay, Evelyn, I'm still on the miso because if I get it, I want to use it. How else can I incorporate it into other drinks?
So in my book, there is a cocktail called the miso bee's knees, which is typically gin, honey, and lemon. I added a tiny little bit of miso to it. It really brings up all the herbal qualities. Honey and miso is a great combination.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so next up, we're moving on to the holiday rum punch that you've made.
Yes, I did.
Who doesn't love a good rum punch? So what is the savory twist on this one here as we sip?
This holiday rum punch, I actually use Eldorado 12, which has got like a little bit of molassesy, like really beautiful, like gingerbread kind of like element to it. Tio Pepe Fino sherry, which gives it like this saline quality. A little bit of pear nectar, a little bit of pomegranate, and a honey thyme syrup that's salted.
Okay, so what's in the punch then?
So all of that, pomegranate juice, a little bit of pear nectar, lemon juice, Eldorado 12, and some sherry, and then that honey thyme syrup.
Perfection.
It like really rounds out all those flavors.
Can you tell me more about that? Because I hear that's actually really easy to make.
Super easy to make. Same with the sage syrup. You just steep some thyme with hot water and then add 2 parts honey to 1 part water. At the end, I throw in some Malden salt. So it's like a softer, really kind of beautiful finishing salt. And it really punches those like fruit flavors. It punches all right. Really, really beautiful.
All right, well, ladies, you continue enjoying because you have made a non-alcoholic drink for me up next, Evelyn. And it is a mushroom and fennel. Well, it's got mushroom and fennel notes to it.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Okay, everyone is like mushroom and cocktails. What are we doing? If we're able to put celery salt in cocktails, I think mushroom is okay. So it doesn't actually have a lot of mushroom flavor to it. It just adds some earthiness to it, right?
Can you taste the mushroom?
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And it's actually got a bit of sweetness to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I did was actually use Seedlip Spice 94, so it's got some really like allspice berry flavors to it. I added some blueberry jam, a little bit of lemon juice, and I made a mushroom cordial. So I did shiitake mushrooms just soaked with hot water, blended it with some apple juice and sugar, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's really nice. So does it matter, like you just mentioned that you use shiitake mushrooms in the cordial. Like, does it matter what type of mushrooms you use?
I typically use something that's a little bit more like earthy in flavor. Like I wouldn't go for like white button mushrooms. Doesn't give you a lot of flavor. But shiitake mushrooms had that like really kind of like foresty, like kind of evergreen flavor to it. So it goes really well with the non-alcoholic spirit.
I've never heard anybody so like excited about talking about mushrooms.
I love
it.
mushrooms. And for those
are
mushrooms non-lovers out there, this cocktail is actually amazing. It's not it doesn't add texture. It just adds like really lovely umami flavor that you have.
Okay, that's good. What else could you do with the mushroom cordial?
Throw it in a whiskey sour. Yep, surprisingly, that little bit of like salinity really like brings up those other elements as well. Yeah,
So great.
like salt and sugar, kind of like finishing salt, you know,
Okay,
on
cool.
a dish. Yeah,
I love it. I feel like we maybe have saved the best for last because you bring in an old school vibe. It's a twist on a Jell-O shot.
I know. Get excited.
Tell us about these adorable little cubes. of
Okay,
Jell-O.
so 2026, another trend. Just hear about it now. It is very 90s. It's screaming 90s, and I used to love sourpuss. And it's
Also liqueur.
It's my university drink.
Yes. It's my university drink. I'm bringing back the like memorable, you know, parties we used to attend where life is a little bit more simple, maybe a bit dangerous. So this is done with it's called the Grinch jingle. She's very excited.
me.
This is called. She's ready. She's like, okay.
Thank you.
It's called the Grinch jingle. I used a sourpuss apple, and I used a little bit of celery. So you know when you have sourpuss, how is it?
Delicious.
I know. You gotta do the whole thing. She's like, I'm ready.
Like a shot.
Right. It's amazing, but I don't taste any alcohol in it.
No.
Yeah, so it's very low ABV. All I added was a tiny little bit of sourpuss apple, and I actually balanced it with celery. That's your savory element. Yes.
Celery.
Yes, apple and celery is like got this really kind of like nice marriage to it, especially green apple. It has this really kind of cool herbal quality to it. So when you drink something like sourpuss, like you're like, oh, maybe it's too sweet. It's all about balance. So I did a layer that's sourpuss apple and celery with gelatin, and then
you
the
can
other
see
layer
that
that's like
layer.
a
Like you can
yeah, there
literally
you
see
go.
the color difference.
Yeah.
So
That's
fun.
so
So
cute.
this is like a bougie, elevated Jell-O cube.
Well, these are so much fun. If you wanted to do this but play around with other flavors, what
Yeah.
could you do?
So if you throw something like the Grand Marnier that we were doing earlier, and then like a coconut cream layer, you have this orange creamsicle vibe going on, which I love.
Good.
Or sourpuss raspberry.
Just a different sourpuss.
Yeah. So fun.
Oh,
great.
this was so much fun. Thank you so much,
Oh, you're
Evelyn,
welcome.
for those delicious savory cocktails. Cheers to the holiday season, everybody.
Okay, studio audience, we want you to listen up because Evelyn has a very special holiday treat for all of you. She is sending you home with her copy of her book, For the Love of...